Hey, welcome back. We're live once again. Let's go.
Oh
Here
my
with Ellie,
goodness.
talking about the inner child. And right now, I think we look more closer to our ages. No, I'm just kidding. I shaved recently, so uh yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, so what's new with you, Ellie? I know your nose is bleeding, all sorts of things happening.
Exactly.
Mystical people struggle with
Sorry.
more issues, physical, mental. Oh, by the way, I was gonna ask you, have you ever broken a bone or no?
If I ever broke my phone,
A bone, like any bone in the body?
almost every bone. He's
Okay, there's this
yeah.
like theory that if you've never broken a bone, this like spiritually you get anyway, never mind. So
Not true, not true, because
yeah,
no
it's
pain,
not
no
true. It's
gain.
it's probably some TikTok rumor or some shit. Okay.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
TikTok. Don't
Yeah.
trust TikTok, guys. My mother does,
Well,
and it's annoying.
yeah, TikTok's not even available in India, but yeah. So the inner child is not
But do
your
you know
past.
why?
It's what?
But do you know what? Do you know why TikTok is bad in
What?
India? Because they show
Oh,
inappropriate things with cows, etc. etc.
oh yeah. Well, that's just India in general, babe. But I think that it's something to do with the Chinese government and stuff like this too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true, that's true. But
yeah,
this was also one of the reasons.
yeah. Well, Instagram even has worse stuff. Like as I look through it, it
Yeah,
still
that is true.
has
But I don't have
horrible stuff.
Instagram.
And now they've made some kind of an age thing where the teens can use Instagram, I think, and it's a different thing.
Maybe,
They've
maybe,
separated it. Yeah. So
maybe.
anyway,
Also
back to
in
inner
Japan.
child topic. Yeah. So the inner child is not something that's in our past. What I've noticed is the energy stays in my brain, and it's almost like you have to speak to your inner child in order to get things done or to move through things or to have more playfulness. Because the places where you overreact or you shut down are the places where your inner child needs needs more love, you know?
Yeah, when is your inner child hurt, you have depression. And when you have depression, you get hurt. Also
Right.
physically.
Yeah. So how do we know if our inner child is hurt, babe? Like what is the way to tell?
Mm. If you are depressed and if you have trauma from your childhood, for example, you were bullied, someone died in your eyes, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Something happened.
overreaction, people pleasing, not feeling good enough, these types of things too, yeah. And also, hey, Cinti's here making a that's Shiva's dog, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Calabyrova's guardian. And yeah, Cinti's saying hello. Awesome. So yeah, if you ever, you hear your inner critic that's becomes louder than the voice of your inner like coach or inner cheerleader, then you know that your inner child is very hurt because that child, its strategy when it was younger, the child would just be to, oh, I'm just going to be quiet, right? I'm just going to lock myself in my room. I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to run away from this nonsense because I don't want to face it. But as an adult, we don't all we don't always have to face it like that, right? Like if we hold on to those same habits that we had during childhood, it's like our survival strategy, but it isn't very beneficial to us now, right? It isn't going to help us now. Thinking like we did in childhood um, to protect ourselves, right? So
Yeah.
I think one of the signs is if you are choosing yourself and you're doing something for yourself and nobody else, and then you feel guilty. That's a way that I know that my inner child is hurt. Like let's say that I'm like, I'm gonna buy this really expensive suit, let's say, right? And that's only for me. And when I do that, I'm like, no, maybe do I deserve this yet? I'll like think of, like all these different things, like, oh no, maybe I should be working right now. Or like this, I don't know, there's this self-sabotaging voice. And it could even be the voice of your parents, voice of teachers, voice of bullies.
Yeah,
So
that is
you have to
true. Yeah.
differentiate between your voice, your inner intuition voice, and the inner critical voice. Yeah.
Exactly. And same. I'm sorry. My dog wants to come again. Same when about your looks. For example,
Mhm.
when you feel ugly, even if you are not, even if you had a big glow up and you still feel ugly, that's also from your inner child that it's always repeating how people used to bully you, used to say that you are so ugly and you are so dumb, etc. So yeah,
Mm.
this is how you can know if your inner child is hurt. And yeah,
Amazing. Is it
same
a good
pizza.
idea? Is it a good idea for people to be very creative to activate their inner child, like
Yeah.
drawing, journaling, dancing, screaming into a pillow, whatever?
Yeah, even if you are an adult, don't think that you can't be a child. Try to enjoy childish things. Try to
Yeah.
play something. Try to draw. Try to be creative. Try to even if you are not creative at all, try it at least. Everyone is at least for a bit creative inside. Just
Mm,
adulthood is deleting that. How to say that in English? That you can do that. I
belief,
don't know how
like,
to say that.
you
Just
can do
not
that.
allowing to do creativity, like shutting down
Wow.
your creativity, but you should
Yes.
not let them to shut you down. Don't think
Yeah.
what others
Keep
say.
creating. Keep creating even
Yeah.
when you don't feel like it. Yeah. Okay. That's a good advice, actually, because
Mm.
by creating, you will notice your like unconscious patterns through what you're creating sometimes too. Like this is an unmet need that is coming through my drawing, like something that I'm not giving myself,
Mhm.
but it comes through the imagery of the drawing or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also go eat good food, and when you are free from
Mm.
work, uh, take a bath with salt or bubbles. You know, do something good for you. Take care of you. Take care of you. Taking care of you is taking care of your inner child. It's also healing your inner child.
Totally.
Mhm.
Totally. And also, like boundaries can be very, very protective for your inner child as well. When you know that I see nowadays, I see my boundaries as I'm hugging my inner child because it's like a protective thing that I'm doing for them, not necessarily just for me. Um, yeah, I see boundaries as hugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too, actually, me too.
Mm. Nice. So when you tell someone, don't say this like this, or like you set a boundary, it feels uncomfortable. Nobody likes to, kind of impose that. But once you do it, it's like now your inner child feels safe. And that safety is so powerful because you can create from that safety too. And yeah, to heal is to stop abandoning yourself and, feel what was once unfelt,
Yeah.
something you didn't feel that you now give yourself space to feel. Yeah.
And get nostalgic,
Yeah.
start from the start. What This is also how is trauma healed, that you start from your start when it was before your trauma, and then
Mm.
be nostalgic, try to remember what you did as a kid, what you enjoyed the most, etc. Try to be nostalgic.
Mm. A very good idea that I would tell the audience is to take a printout of your younger self and give it offerings, give it things, give it cool things that you know used to collect in childhood. Like I used to collect these Top Trump trading cards and like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so I like kept some Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something in front of that kid, and it's really inspiring. It's empowering. Yeah.
And also, uh, people say some of people told me that it helps them to put their picture from their childhood when they were child, their picture to mirror. So every day when you are looking at a
Mm,
mirror, look at your kids. Would you say
mm.
to that
Look
kid
at
that
your
he's
own kid. Yeah.
ugly? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
no,
That's
it's like
amazing.
what you say. Would you if you are telling to yourself to a mirror that you are ugly, so ugly, put your photo on that mirror and say, and what you say to that kid that he's ugly, stupid, etc. He's in innocent child, and saying you are also innocent child. You are just infected by people's negativity.
Hmm.
You're
Yeah.
also child.
Yeah, the child needs a parent. Well, we also have an inner teen sometimes that comes out. I noticed that too, the teenage self.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, mainly for you.
it's like the rebellious, nature going against everything people tell you. Yeah, stuff like this. Um, but yeah, that both of those versions I think needs the love of a parent, but also the unconditional love of a parent. So we can only get that through our heavenly mother and father, not necessarily our earthly. Of course, our earthly mother and father does give us that as well, but not. I think there's a power in recognizing that divine source of masculine, feminine.
Mhm. Yeah,
But yeah, it's not
forgot.
a problem. It's not like a problem to be fixed. It's more like a presence to be felt.
Hmm. What I wanted to say, I forgot.
My
Yeah.
bad. That's probably my fault. Go
So
ahead.
if you had two problematic parents, they were super mean. They were bullying you. Uh, try to be your own parent, but that right one. And if you will learn, lots of people are afraid. Me sometimes too. They're afraid that they will be in the future just like their parents, like strict, abusive, etc. etc. But don't be scared. Try to learn how to be a good parent to you, treat you better, be your own parents, and then I promise you, in the future, you will be a good parent.
Hmm.
You
I'm
glitched
really
for me.
curious. I'm really curious, babe. You once said that after watching one of my healing sessions, you said I'd be a good dad. Randomly, you
Yeah.
said that. What made you say that, or what were the qualities that you noticed, or
I just see how
something?
you care. I just see how you care and how you um I don't know how to say that in English, but the way you act, the way you care about people, when they say something, you don't go like yeah blah 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 blah. I know psychologists don't do that, but I don't know how to explain it. But I know how you acting to others, and by that I can tell that you will be a good father.
Mm, yeah. You know what, babe? You were saying earlier that your right eye was like twitching or something, or you had like water. I feel it now too. So
Yeah, I
that's
just
the
stopped
soulmate
feeling
thing.
that.
Oh man, the transference
Yeah.
of that weird.
And after you send me this necklace, you can feel
Yeah.
even more of my emotions. Like you are more sensitive to my emotions. What did you do? What did you do?
Did I do some magic? No, I didn't. No.
Oh my god.
Um, but yeah, I think like when I look through the perspective of my inner child, I just notice that it just wants love. It just wants safety. It doesn't want all these
Of course I do.
complications. that we're giving it, you know, in the human world, in the human realm or whatever.
Yeah. They need love, they need care, they need protection. They have to feel safe.
You know, I once did this inner child healing exercise where I got this from one of my friends. So you would write down with your dominant hand what you want to ask the inner child, and then with your less dominant hand, you answer it. So
Mm,
so then it looks like a child's handwriting, right? Because you're not used to writing with the
mm,
opposite.
that is
Yeah,
so
so
cute.
so it's like it really helps you in healing uh whatever's in your mind, because then your less dominant brain taps into your subconscious, right? So less dominant
Mm.
hands. So yeah,
If
it's
it's
really
hard
powerful
for
technique.
you, I'm sorry. If it's hard for you uh, to imagine your inner child, you can do what you said that by your left hand you will answer your own questions, what you wrote with your. Oh, I mean, uh, so somebody's writing with the left hand, but whatever,
Yeah.
with your how you say that?
Less
Yeah, do
dominant
that.
hand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, do
dominant.
that.
Yeah, streaming.
All right. All right.
I'm
So
still here. I'm sorry.
okay. All right. So what else were we going to talk about today? Oh yeah, how do we know that the inner child is hurt? Well, like we told you, you know,
I already said.
when you feel not good enough, no matter what, it's like you've tried to do things that make you feel good, but like nothing seems to be working in order for your like that feeling
More
goodness. I
like,
think that's when,
mo sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
More like, I think I feel much better, but still something's missing. I don't know what, but
Something's missing,
something's missing.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
this
something is
feeling.
lacking, something is missing. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that feeling.
Hmm.
Then it creates this desire, this longing, right, within you, like I need that thing in order to survive. So it creates this pattern unconsciously. Yeah. And
Hmm.
you know, I haven't tried this before, but maybe even like visualizing that I'm hugging my inner child. I know I've done that through a meditation, guided one. But I think it would be very beneficial to just imagine that you are connecting with that energy. And if it helps to do it like if I had a son, right? But my son was like me, a younger me in a sense. I know like I'm caring for him, I'm giving a hug, but I'm imagining that I'm hugging the younger part of me, you know? So I think that can be a very, very powerful visualization because you're now using your imagination properly. And
I just
if,
remembered something
yeah, go ahead, share
that
it.
if you have that if people whose inner child is hurt after they will get kids, their own kids, they are
Mhm.
healing also with that
Oh, yeah.
because they are you, your little you, and you are taking care of him and you are trying to protect him. uh, for example, you are upset that your parents didn't protect you from this. You could be much better right now if they protected you from that. And if you have your own children, you are protecting them from what happened to you in your past. So that's also how you
Mm,
heal them. You
yeah.
say, okay, I messed up, but my kid will be much better. That's how you are healing your inner child
Wow.
also. Lots of
Yeah,
lots of
you're
ways to heal your inner child.
it's like you can do inwards to outwards or outwards to inwards, right? It's like this. So what I mean is like internal and external, right? So one is like you are healing your own child, which is healing your inner child, and the other one would be you're healing your inner child to even then heal your own child. Like you could do that too, right? You could switch it.
Yeah, you can
So
heal your real child, your
you're right.
your yes,
Your
yes, and by
actual
that you will heal
physical,
your
yeah,
yeah.
child,
But you know
biological
what is
child, yeah.
funny? You know what is funny? Mostly people who say they don't want kids, they are becoming the best parents.
Mm. Interesting.
They
Why
always
is
say,
that?
"I will be blah blah blah," blah," because of their inner child, because they were hurt before.
Hmm. They
So
close their
that's
heart.
why.
Yeah.
Or for example, they had lots of siblings.
Hmm.
Also, for example, I don't want no kids. My siblings were blah 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 enough.
Yeah.
And but
Ah,
then
okay.
after when they have kids, and also it's because they are more matured because they know that if you are super young and you have no job or etc, etc, you know that it will be really hard for you and for your kids to live when you are poor and too young, and you don't have where to live etc, etc. So yeah. I
Hmm.
hope you understand.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go over to the chat if anybody's writing
Yeah,
anything. I
I
didn't
wanted to
look.
ask you that.
Let me just check. See. Yeah, Christos is here. I was just thinking about you today, Christos. What's up, man?
Christoph,
Yeah.
he's
He calls
Jesus.
himself Extos 6.
Yeah, I
So
know, I
yeah,
know, I know, but in Russian it's Christ.
Christ. Yeah.
Christos. So
Are you Russian, Christos? You have Russian origin? No? All right, cool. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, let us know about the inner child or if you need help with anything. But yeah, I would notice that, when you finally give your inner child the love that it deserves, then it starts to actually give you all kinds of inspiration and like innovation, ideas, like go
and
here, do
energy.
this, move here. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that is true. That is actually true. Yeah,
it's really powerful.
lots of
And
energy because cheat, cheat. Oh my God, child is.
a
Sorry
small
for my
cheat.
English.
This little cheat is annoying me. Yeah,
It's because of you. I will say that. It's because of you. Because you're always busy to
I
talk
am
with
always
me.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just have to
the
load my
perks of an
English still.
entrepreneur.
Uh,
Shit. Yeah,
hey, I forgot what I wanted to say. Uh, your
your
child.
child.
I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, children are hyperactive. So if you are if you are healing your inner child, you will have his energy to do something,
Energy,
motivation energy.
drive. Yeah.
His
Mhm.
hyperactivity will be your energy, your
Mhm.
protein.
I once heard a quote: the adult who survived, like the adult who is creative is the child who survived.
Yeah, yeah, that is
Mm,
true.
mm,
I can
very
agree.
powerful. All right, so
All right,
if
so I have to go. Bye.
if anybody has any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we're gonna end. Um,
No.
hey, where are super chats though? For real. Send us some cash.
Cash? I think you have to press those buttons so they can send you cash.
How do I do that? Chat filter.
I don't remember how to
I
do
have
that.
no idea. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out some other time. So
I will try to help you.
yeah. All righty, guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. This was an incredible convo with Ellie once again, a sweetheart.
Oh,
um, and let's win. That's it. Let's win.
upper spiral gang.
Upward spiral, gang, gang, gang. All right. All right. Peace out, guys. Thank you.